The single biggest regret that I have in business, right? Mind you, guy that built a $2 billion a year company, lost it all, built a real estate empire, information empire. Biggest regret I have was going into the training and coaching space, which is crazy because I am extremely grateful because of the authority it's helped me create over the last 15 years, right? And I know it's impacted tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people. I know we've helped so many people get into this space. I know some of the biggest gurus and the guys that are out there today will all, at some level, all point back to me that I was an influence on them. So I'm wildly appreciative. But why do I say it's a regret? Is because it's a massive distraction. It is a real business. And if you do not play full out, like I had to play full out with it, you will fail. You have massive liability. You are putting yourself directly in the crosshairs with the attorney generals or with the FTC, all this stuff, right? You're very customer facing. You're having to deal with customers. And if they don't, inevitably there's customers out there, and if they don't experience rainbows and sunshine and it just pours money down on them, it's your fault. That's a challenging business. So you got to play completely full out with that business and run it like a business, like I do and have, which means that it will come at the expense of something else. For me, it was, for a long time, it was out there and continuing to build my real estate empire and my wealth. I've done extremely well, right? I've done better than, the top people in this industry. I mean, I'm certainly in the top 1%, et cetera, but I do know that if I had just been focused on one thing singularly, and that was just doing real estate, that my net worth would be considerably bigger than it is. I'm extremely proud of the businesses that I've built, right? I have, like I said, over 60,000 people have bought our products. I've helped tens of thousands of people to become wildly successful in this industry. I've built an empire in the real estate space. Our family organization, REI Nation, is one of the most coveted and respected businesses out there. So, I mean, we have succeeded at every level, but I do know that I could have done better if I had just been really singularly focused on one thing instead of spreading myself thin. How did I make up for it? Putting good teams in place that ultimately took over all those businesses, but it was a long haul. It was many, many years to make that happen. And those many, many years could have equally been spent on creating generational wealth. And that's what anybody that wants to get into the coaching space, I tell them, be very careful what you wish for, because there are no half measures. You do not get to do this half-ass. You have to go full out. It is a big business. You have to focus on it, because if any misstep, somebody is going to light you up on the internet. Your kids are going to read it. You're going to land on somebody's radar, some attorney general, some FTC. Anything could happen. It requires wild intentional focus to be great at it, which is what we gave it. But again, if you're going to be that focused on one thing, you got to make sure the other things don't fall behind. So if you're going to go into this, you just make sure that your real estate is still cranking and you are doing both extremely well. That's the only way you do this.